Hello YouTube, this is Morgan, Airspeed Prime here with my next Avatar video. This is going to be a video on the new Avatar Generations update. So this is the big Team Azula banner update, but there is a new scenario here, there is a new boss fight, and after last week where we didn't really have any update to the game, this feels like a pretty big one. So let's get into it here. We'll be doing summons, we'll be taking a look around the update, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, so daggers get converted into gold, that's fine. So there we go, there's a Peace Chaos offer, which is exactly the same as all other ones, that's fine. That's not great. So we have, what do we have here? Okay, so there's actually a few things going on here. So let's start down here. So Azula, we get 3 arena tokens. That's fine. 1.13.1. This is the grand finale here. So we get 60 energy and 100 stones. That's fine. Then we have this. This is, I suppose, about the new adventure mode bit. So, hello, Wen. No need to apologize. I appreciate your enthusiasm for my findings. I also have great news. I found a pirate's journal. That, I believe, is Talaric Tug, his journal. So that's interesting. And 100 adventure points. Okay. And then festival challenges. Okay, so here's the compensation for the big long-term challenges not tracking for Generations Festival. So they are giving us the skill token, 5 Peace Chaos, and 500 stones. So I think all they needed to give us was just this and 2 tickets. So they've actually given us more, which is great. So that's a full, basically, like 10 summons on the new banners. So that's pretty nice. So, what do we got here? These are the same as before. I think I've done my guild stuff for today. I don't think there's anything new going on with guilds. Yeah, we are 13. I assume the next update will have the kind of proper update on all of that stuff. Do we have any new events? Okay, so we have boss run for... Oh, that's... Okay, a lot of nature stones here just by doing bosses. That's good. You can see here, this is the new boss shard currency. So they've basically made it so that you convert everything into just this, and that's fine. So that is the boss currency. Princess Azula boss battle. There we go. Battle in New Ozai. So what do we got here? Fire Nation battle flag. Okay, Sungi horns. So this is where the remaining Sungi horns are. We also have, this is the Ascension material for some of the Azula characters, obviously. Some Peace Chaos and some Ascension materials. Okay, so there's at least a few, yeah. Okay, so use Peace Chaos tickets, which we're going to be using on the Azula banner, of course. So that will get us a couple more there. So it seems like there's about 10 or so in there. We still have this going on, that's fine. Yeah, here's the broken Generations Festival stuff. This is why we got that compensation there, because no one could get these things. And I'm guessing, depending on where you were at, you probably are getting it for these ones as well. Yeah, so actually it looks like if you didn't even participate in Generations Festival, I'm guessing they just gave you everything, but stones instead of normal tickets. So that's everything there. Let's see what new shops are available here. So here is the new Ozai event. So we have the Pursuit of Perfection, Team Azula. Okay, some weird ID stuff going on there. Sungi Horn is available here. New Ozai Arts Orb. Epic or Legendary Art from the Thunder set, which is I think that's is it crit damage or something like that? I'll have to look at that in a second. But it's like the Azula focus one. Okay, so there's 5 of these, 3 Peace Chaos in here, beads and so on, Legendary Arts Orb. Okay, that's a bit disappointing to see. It is going to be 3 coins for the kind of pity selection in the shop, but there are the 3 characters. What else do we have here in the shop? Royal Palanquin, Black Bouquet, Circus Line, May Sai, the Princess's Crown, Mongoose Dragon, and interesting, Imperial Soldier, Defense. So looks like, is that the only way to get him? And then this stuff is still here from before, so that's fine. Is there anything in the in the shop here? Featured, Peace Chaos, that's all the same. Yeah, okay, so it looks like for the most part everything's fine. Is fine there. So I think that's everything there. Is the boss battle just here? Okay, there it is. So yeah, this is our new boss battle is against Team Azula, stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And of course the most notable stuff is that this is going to be our Chaos battle thing. Now I believe this is also, this serves the role of, yes, it is a fire and water restriction one, whereas I think before, if you were leveling up and not needing to do the boss battles, you could only do them on a couple of things, like the Unagi I think was the only one for water, and so on. So that adds a lot. That's been much needed, and we'll go over that in a second. So yeah, that's that. And I guess we'll just take a look at what is here. There's a lot going on here. So this is going to still be here for the last couple of hours. That's the previous one. Otherwise, everything is the same. And we have triple threat. So let's actually look at these characters and see what it is like. So you can see here, 28 days. It's going to end on the 27th of September. It is Peace Chaos. It's 200 pity. It is all the characters. So let's take a look. So yeah, featured is Azula, Ty May, Imperial Soldier, so he is in here. So I guess you're going to get quite a few of these if you put a lot of time in here. Yeah, Royal Palanquin, Black Bouquet, yeah, all this stuff that we saw in the shop. The rates is, yeah, 3%, and then, yeah, 0.3, 0.3, 0.3. Probably to be expected. The three main characters are, of course, all 5-star. And let's just take a quick look at them, I suppose. So we roughly know what's going on here. So there is Azula. You can see she is Chaos, Firebender, Fire Nation, Team Azula, Royalty, and Aang Timeline era. Now, a lot going on with Azula. So first one here, Brilliant Blaze. Deals blazing damage, which is it inflicts blue flame element. So that's the blue fire debuff on the enemy. You can trigger a hidden skill, Prodigy of the Pyre, when the caster attacks when they have 2 or more stacks of charge. So we'll get to the charge mechanic in a second, but if you do trigger that skill, it does 2 hits of wounding damage, inflicting blue flame per hit, gain a stack of charge for 3 turns, and then wounding damage is deals additional damage if to all if 2 or more negative effects are active. Okay, so trigger that. So you do blue flame anyway, but then you do what, 2 additional hits, so, and then you charge even more. So you're on 2. This for sure then brings you up to 3. So you can see what we're doing here with the charge. Deals 2 hits of explosive damage. So this is the one that hits stuff from the front line to one target. Blue flame on all enemies for 2 turns. Increases the rank of blue flames on the target by 1 if the caster has 3 or more stacks of charge active. So the idea is, I guess you use this. When you get to 2, you use this, then you use this. Her passive is, almost isn't good enough, immune to negative effects. Okay. Gain 2 stacks of charge whenever the caster attacks with their basic or advanced skill. Advanced skill becomes Azure Flame when 5 stacks of charge are present. Okay, so there we go there. And the charge is gain 5% focus when earned, increase speed by 5%. So it's not just a generic thing, it actually has boosting effects by itself. So you can sort of see what happens there. You start on 0, you use this, you go up to 2. Maybe you use this like again? It depends on how that works, because if you do the attack here, Does it always trigger the hidden skill? I wouldn't say that's how it works. The timing's going to be a little bit interesting. But then this switches, of course. So that's that. Then you get Azure Assault. Deal shockwave damage to all enemies. Trigger hidden skill Lightning Strike if 7 stacks of charge are present on the caster, and this can't be countered. So Lightning Strike is remove positive effects and deal lightning damage to enemy. Inflict shock for 2 turns. Lose all charge stacks. Lightning damage is deal 100% of target's max HP as damage. Ignore defense and reduction. So by the time you get to Lightning Strike, she just kills the enemy because it's based off their max HP. I suppose depending on whatever it is at the time. So you only can defend that if you have one of those skills that I guess, you know, gives you a heal when you take damage. So obviously with Azula here, you see she is this damage dealer character who has the charge stuff to greater stuff going on there. So very interesting. Ty Lee here is Peace, Special Element, Fire Nation, Team Azula, Chi Blocker, so that's the first time we've seen that, and of course Aang Era. Let's see what we have here. Sprightly Strikes. Deals 4 hits of counterforce damage, which of course removes debuffs and heals to a single target. Grant evasion to Team Azula allies for 1 turn. And increase the turn bar of all Team Azula allies by 5. So you'll notice Azula didn't really seem to have like Team Azula boosting stuff, but Ty Lee does. So counterforce damage seems pretty good. Advanced is Dazzling Disarmament. Deal 1 hit of expulsion damage, so 75% chance to remove 3 debuffs, 3 buffs. Followed by 1 hit of impairing damage to 1 enemy and the backline target, and then inflict chi blocked state on each enemy hit for 1 turn. So you hit 2 characters basically, and so you'll chi block 2 characters. And chi blocked is advanced and combo skills become disabled and the target's damage is reduced by 75. So that seems really, really strong. You can't combo, you can't use your advanced. And then, yeah, like, you're only doing a quarter of your damage output. It's pretty good. And then the passive is you are not prettier than we are. Immunity to turn bar and speed decreasing effects for 1 turn at the start of battle for Team Azula allies. Increased turn bar of all Team Azula allies by 25% when any Team Azula ally falls below 50% HP in battle. Once per Team Azula ally. Okay, so you can't have your stuff affected early on. And then you get increased turn bar when you go below half health. So, interesting stuff there. Like, the chi blocking advanced seems pretty powerful. And that's, like, the unique thing. Otherwise, it seems like the benefit here is that Ty Lee really boosts, of course, your Team Azula stuff. So that's interesting. And then we have Mei. So, Mei is Chaos Special, Fire Nation, Team Azula, Weapons Master, and Aang Timeline. Her first skill here, Swift Stilettos, is deal 4 hits of slicing damage to 1 enemy, and that is a 50% chance to inflict bleed on the enemy for 2 turns, preventing them from healing. So because it's all to 1 enemy, the idea is that I guess you get 4 chances at the coin flip, which means you pretty much should inflict bleed on them, of course, which prevents healing. Damage dealt increases by 100% if the target is in a positive stance or state at the start of the caster's turn. Damage dealt increases based on the target's max HP. So there you go straight away. Mei seems like a direct counter to the likes of the Peace Iroh, that's a bit of a menace in the arena right now. The Warden, to a certain extent, is also like this. Characters who heavily rely on positive stances. She's very much anti-positive stance. Cynical Sai deals 2 hits of shearing damage, transforms 1 buff into a rank 2 special element if the target has a buff active, ignores resistance, inflicts captured state on the enemy for 2 turns, enter a dreary state for 1 turn, and that is you reduce damage taken by Team Azula allies by 50%. Enemies cannot enter into a positive stance. So that's really good as well. You can prevent them going into the positive stance as well. That excludes transformation. So that is like, I guess, Aang will always go into the Avatar state. That's not considered a stance, but like, I guess the Warden, you can block him doing what he does. I guess you can block Kyoshi from doing her stance stuff. But that's pretty good. Damage dealt increases based on the target's max HP, and this can't miss. And then we have her passive is Victory is Boring. Enemies take additional penetrating damage when they heal if a debuff or negative effect is present, up to 4 times per turn. The caster takes only weak hits for 1 turn if there are any debuffs active on any enemy at the start of their turn. So that's pretty strong. You can see the idea of like how some of the other Team Azula members affect what's going on there. The Imperial Soldier, I suppose we should have a look here as well, because most people are probably going to get this character. So here's a Defense, Fire Nation, Fire Army Soldier character. So I guess he's meant to be your quote-unquote 4th member of Team Azula, the accompanying soldiers. Basic, deals disarming damage, so remove offensive buff from the target, permanently decrease their... Okay. When I grant increased attack to royalty faction allies for 1 turn. So that's Azula, obviously. Damage dealt increases based on the caster's defense, so that's nice. Infernal Escort. Grant tenacity and increased accuracy to all Fire Nation allies for 2 turns. Okay. Grant increased speed to all royalty faction allies for a turn and instantly gain an extra turn. And then this is heal each Fire Nation ally by 25% of their max HP at the start of the caster's turn if the caster is in the regen slot. Grant invincibility to all royalty faction allies for 1 turn when the caster is defeated. So there you go. There's your way to protect Azula. And I guess it's kind of helping you plan out the positioning for all these characters. It's a bit interesting. Royal Palanquin. So this is for, I guess, Azula, because she's the only royalty member on the team, and it's Chaos. So this is permanently increase. Permanently increase speed by 20% for every 25% of health lost for the first time. 20% increased turn bar when the caster is part of a team combo. Okay, so there we go. There's your speed stuff for Azula. Black Bouquet. This is just for any member of Team Azula. Cap the damage of each attack received to no more than 50% of the caster's max HP. Okay, that's an interesting effect. This effect can only happen once per turn at each HP threshold it triggers at. Okay, this effect is only active for the first 5 turns of battle. Okay, so I think the idea there is obviously that I think what they're basically doing is they're treating the first half and the second half of health as chunks, and you can only basically get that once per chunk, I think is the idea there. Once per turn. Or, wait. I guess that's a tricky one where, like, what's it saying? Yeah, I guess it's not like invincibility afterwards. It's still just like, if an attack is going to do 75%, it will stop at 50. But then it's not like you're immune from the following attack. But I'm guessing the idea is then after that, you'll go down to 1 HP, but it's not like immunity for the turn. It'll be interesting to see how that one works. It seems alright. Circus Line. This is for a Peace special, so this is obviously for Ty Lee. Remove 1 negative effect on each ally at the start of each enemy turn, and increase turn bar of the caster by 5% for each effect removed. Okay. Then the 4-star ones, which we'll probably see a lot of. Maze Sai. Decrease turn bar of all enemies by 3% for each debuff on the enemy when the caster attacks. Okay. The Princess's Crown. The caster gains immunity to attack stat decreasing effects for the duration of battle. Okay, 20% chance to gain an extra turn when the caster attacks. Okay, that actually seems decent, because Yeah, that's what goes up when you level it up. I assume it's probably a pretty small amount. If that was like huge amounts, it'd be a bit crazy. And there is a support here, so that's good. So increase the speed of Team Azula faction heroes by 15%. So when you get a speed support, you know it's a pushed kind of faction and stuff like that, because speed is such a dominant thing in the arena these days. So, very interesting stuff there. So, let's, I suppose, get summoning here and see what happens. So, hopefully I am lucky. As you can see here, I have 136 piece chaos tickets and I have 14,200 stones. So it means I have, what, 278 summons. I won't be using all of them, but if we have to go to pity, we will go to pity. But I'll probably leave it at that if that's how it ends up working out. So, let's do some summons here and see what we get. Nothing on the first one. Dragon's Teapot, Ice Totem. Okay. So, nothing of particular note there, like, at all. Let me actually just check. Is there anything else that's interesting in here, or is it just the standard stuff? Yeah, there's no extra, like, 5 stars really in here. The Imperial Soldier is 3%, and the 4-star relics are 1.5%. So we'll go again. Nothing again. Okay, Appa, that's nice, I think. Okay, Princess's Crown. Okay, so we got one of the new items, and the Appa is appreciated. So yeah, this was third 10 pull. Okay, so we got something here. Let's see what it is. Circus line. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we got the Ty Lee 5-star relic there. Okay.
It's Princess Azula.
Azula. Okay, so May, I think, of the three is the character I want the most. Just because basically Azula looks very good, of course, in what she's doing. Seems very pushed with the amount of effects she has going on, and I'm interested to use her. But I think May is the one I kind of feel like I need, in terms of she's offering something that a lot of the units that I have aren't offering, whereas I think in what I want to do, which is, I don't know if I necessarily want to do the full Team Azula thing, and I more want to see how I can insert maybe some of these characters into specific teams. May is the character I think feels like the most interesting to kind of use there. Whereas I think Azula is more of just, like, she might replace against certain opponents my Moonslayer Zhao as like a direct damage dealer in the back row, or we'll see how it plays out. But very happy to get one of these characters somewhat early on.
Of course I'll join. This is going to be so much fun.
Oh wow, cool. I didn't know that was even possible, but there we go. We got Ty Lee as well. Funny, I did the whole thing about like, oh, I want May the most, and it's like Azula and Ty Lee in the same one, but interested, because even though like a lot of her abilities say like supports Team Azula, I think the fundamental like first line of a lot of her abilities that aren't about Team Azula are actually still really good. Okay, so we got May's Sai as well. Three new characters in one pull. That's 110 pull is pretty cool. Paku. Okay, so that was pretty crazy. And then, yeah, we did get 2 of the coins there because it seems like you do just get one of these coins for pulling each character. So now, as we get towards Pity, I just need to get one more character. It doesn't matter who I get. And I can buy May from the shop, and I have all of the characters. But we'll continue to go here. I definitely want to put quite a bit more in here. Okay, nothing here. That just means it isn't a 5-star, so I can still get 4 stars, though. So, this was just nothing of note. Okay. 3-star, 3-star. Yeah, two very boring pulls after the kind of one amazing one. But let's see what we get next. Okay, Paper Dragon, Teapot. Okay. So we're 70 pulls in. Okay. So let's go again. Okay. Circus Line. Orb. Airball. Oh, and we did get a Imperial Soldier coin. So that's good. We'll keep an eye out for them. So yeah, that's 80 summons in. So here is the up to 90. Komodo Rhino again. Okay. Lemur. Okay, Katara coin and Imperial Soldier coin. Okay, so that's the third one of him. And this is 100 summons now. Ice Totem, Airball, Weed. Nothing interesting there. Okay, so into the second half of the pity. Sacred Orb. Nothing, nothing. Very boring stuff there. 120 summons now. Princess of Crown, okay. Okay, let me just check what we've got. So we don't have May yet. We've got the Circus Line twice. We've got, I think, one or two of these. So we haven't got the Mongoose Dragon or either of these two 5-star relics or May yet. So, yeah. So this is going to be the last, 10 pull with the Peace Chaos tickets. Actually, I think I'll be able to get more, actually. Just a second. So we'll do this. Okay, May again. Okay, that's all fine. And I'm just going to go back out for a second here because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I can claim this, and this to get me up to 10 summons. So I should now have 10 Peace Chaos tickets, yeah. So I can do, this is 140. This will bring it down to 60. So yeah, 140 summons here with this. Okay. Nothing there. And now we are into the nature stones here. So let's keep going. Again, I won't be going crazy with this, but we'll probably go at least up to pity, unless we get crazy lucky here. So yeah, nothing much here. Yes, okay. Okay, there we go again. Okay, so there's the Palanquin. Okay. And this will get us to the Banyan Seed. Ursa, Panda Lily, Airball. There's our seed. And yeah, so this will be what, 180 summons now. Maze Sai. Another soldier there, so we got him again. And so yeah, this will be 190 now. Nothing else there. And so this will be the pity summon here. So yeah, we'll do this and see what we get. So we are guaranteed. This is always a character. I'm just a little bit worried they have the mongoose lizard there in the background, but let's see what we get here. Okay, so there's that. Circus Line. Okay, so we got me. And then I have 3 coins, so I can buy whatever I want. So we have all the characters here at pity. Panda Lily, Knife. Anything else? So yeah, we get the coin here. Of course, we're getting the character at pity. And I will leave it there. I won't do any more past the kind of pity there. It was a really weird one though, because it felt like there was that one amazing pull where we got like three of the characters for like the first time in the whole thing, but there was a lot of like garbage pulls there where there was just absolutely nothing going on there. But happy after, you know, at the very least I put the time and effort in to kind of build up to at least one pity, because like I didn't want to kind of get to like 200 and then be like going close to halfway through the second pity without getting like most of the characters. I probably still will end up putting kind of some more into this, just because there is some stuff I maybe would like to get, but the pressure feels a little bit off now, where like let me go into the shop now just for a second here. The event shop. So yeah, we have that. We can look at some of the content now. So you can see I have 3 of these coins, but now I don't need to focus it on these characters because I have them, and it would be using 3 of a quite rare currency to just buy effectively a skill coin for those characters. Whereas for instance, like I got this in the end. I don't have this. I didn't get this item. Probably it's one of those things where I might grab the mongoose dragon, and then like I have one left over, and then like the hope there would probably be that maybe I do a few more summons, get one lucky pull, and then go for maybe a second copy of this or grab one of these. So you know, happy there that I have all the characters, so that's pretty good. But yeah, let's now get into some of the content. So we have event quests, of course. So let's start here and do some Azula focused stuff. I'll mess around with like the actual characters I pulled in a second. I should probably just check first how my stuff is doing. So 393 out of 400, that's fine. 326 out of 3. I made sure ahead of the video that I cleared out like about 100 and a bit space in the relic, so that's fine. So yeah, we shouldn't really come up against the limits super soon. So yeah, we'll do event quest. This is the battle in New Ozai. So the way this worked last time was that this stage 1 should be basically the story, and then the other stages should literally just be you make your team do the battles, and we're just trying to basically grind all of these things. But we're also getting the Thunder art set here, which is crit rate, and then deals additional penetrating damage to all enemies when the caster lands a critical hit. New thing here. So, okay, so this is what the thing in the shop that came up the error says. The correct description is increase attack and accuracy of all Team Azula allies by 30%. That seems really good, actually. That seems pushed. It's like accuracy up, but like attack by 30, and then that's gonna go up when you like level up the relic. So that's something to definitely grind for. But let's go into this. Okay, so we are given Team Azula to use here, so we'll get to use them a little bit here. Is this the setup that I want? I guess it's going to be a relatively easy battle, but I might as well use the backline slot here. What is the setup for them, actually? Do we get to look at them? It shouldn't be too difficult, but I think that's probably the setup that I want here, roughly. So, yeah, we'll go in here. And we'll take a look at the characters. Excuse any graphical issues. Again, like I've said many times before when I do these videos, I am playing on BlueStacks, which is the Android emulator, and it is known to have some kind of graphical issues kind of almost like built into it because it is emulating rather than like playing on an actual phone. But a lot of the newer stuff seems pretty fine. So let's see, it is a bit of a different, interesting, kind of unique story scenario here. It's meant to basically be a setup to what they do. So Tylee, I thought Omashi was supposed to be a friendly city, but people seem really angry all the time. It's scary.
Well.
It's New Ozai. Okay, Azula has a plan to bring them under control. May says, really, in my experience, people just get more angry if you try and... Enough? Okay, that's interesting, like that she snaps at kind of May there a little bit. Okay, sparring
This
match.
will be fun.
Please tell me you're here to kill me.
So yeah, we get to use May here. So slicing damage, what are we trying to do here? Dreary State. So I suppose we should probably use this for the Dreary State. I'll just attack over here. So you can see some of the graphical errors there. Again, that shouldn't be present if you play on phone. So, what are we doing here? Oh yeah, we want to test when we do the normal attack how many charges we get. So we just do the standard attack. Okay, so you can see there we inflict blue fire, and we get 2 stacks of charge. So the hidden skill only activates if you do the attack while already having 2 stacks of charge. That makes sense. That feels a little bit balanced. Blue Flame rank 1, you can see here, take additional damage equal to 10% of your max HP at the start of your turn. So it's a more powerful version of Flame, basically. And then Ty Lee here. So what are we trying to do here? This is battle 1 of 2, so I think I'll just use the standard ability here.
You're coming with us. You're coming with us. For the Fire Lord.
Attack.
Okay, so then if we use Azula's normal attack now, this should do the attack, and then, yeah, hidden skill, which gets another charge. So then she should be on 5 charge, but we're going into a separate battle here. So Azula's one of those ones you just have to kind of like go through, like what is the actual like number set up for those stacks.
Really?
Okay,
Please tell me you're here to kill me.
okay, so we'll just attack up front here.
Attack.
And is this going to attack everyone? To all enemies, yes. Okay, so let's get a look at the specials here. That's very cool. Yep, Ty Lee's one is cool. And then, yeah, May's throwing right at the camera there. So, yeah.
Count me in.
Yeah, sure. Of course.
No thanks.
Okay.
Bow. And perhaps I'll let you live.
3 stars. And then, yeah, we get 5 of this. We get some nature stones for just going through this, of course. So if you are really, really struggling for currencies to summon on the banner, do all the new stuff and you'll get some just by doing it. And again, there's all the challenges that are going to get you stuff as well. So yeah, we'll go into next. So this will bring us to rank 2 here, which should just... oh, okay, so there's actually a bit more of a story here. The first one didn't actually have that. So we just have to, what, use the team here? Restrictions, enemy info. Okay, so it's different enemies as well. Okay. I'll use the same setup here. Okay. It'll be interesting to see how many of the stages are actually like set up where like you have to use the team here. Because I think the first one they didn't feel like a super strong showing for the storytelling potential of event quests. Okay, traitors amongst the guards. Is that the newly refurbished chamber? Let's see. Why do you think that? Number of arrests is suspiciously low, like they're neglecting their duties. What's the plan? Cover patrol. Guard. Tax collection. Oh, Jade, of course. We've seen her a few times in the story content. Okay. Last time for an extension. Okay, so it's just a nice Fire Nation guard, and Azula is going to view this as him being out of order.
Yeah, you're real tough.
Okay, so we'll just... Captured state. May is in dreary state, so we reduce damage. Enemies can't go into positive stances, which is pretty good. So if we did this, explosive damage. Yeah, so we'll try and do this kind of quickly. Nice animation actually there.
No way.
And then if we do her advanced, we'll see the chi block. Actually, do we just take out the two people we hit, so we don't actually get to see chi block in action?
Disappointing.
So we'll just attack here. So this is charge. Oh yeah, we attacked when we had 2 charge. So yeah, this. So Azula should have what, 5 charge? Yeah, which means that her advanced would then do the special advanced, and then she'd be at 7. And when she uses the advanced again, she can use lightning strike. It's just about having a battle long enough to actually build up the charges to actually do that sort of stuff.
Let's see you dodge this.
Okay, so there we go. Not surprising considering your previous ruler. That's obviously directly aimed at Boomy, of course. Oh yeah, there we go. Was far better ruler than you. Okay, interesting. A little bit of doubt from Ty Lee. Okay. And then, yeah, we'll just try and finish it up here with the special. This is actually really good. I like the event quests coinciding with a big banner where you actually get to use the characters, and you can use them kind of regularly just by redoing like stage 1 or 2 when you're actually given them. I think that's actually a good thing. Okay, dies to the fire. And keep in mind, fire rank 1, you take additional damage 5%, but blue fire rank 1 is 10%, just highlighting that it's better, of course. We'll do a attack here.
Finally, something to do.
Okay. And yeah, we'll just attack. So this should do the hidden skill, shouldn't it?
Disgusting.
Okay,
Hooray, victory. Are we
3
done?
stars. And yeah, so you can see here we got the map of thunder here. Amulet of Thunder. Level 1, so we're not going to be using them. We'll just be getting rid of them, of course. But yeah, 75. Yes, some pretty decent stuff there. And then I'm guessing there probably is another little bit of the story here. Okay, yeah, so you can see here we actually get the full team here. Okay, so this guy, if I remember correctly, he wants to be in the regen slot. So we'll swap that around like so. And I think this is okay. So a little bit lower power than who we're going up against, but it should be okay. Pretty powerful. And we have 12 turns to kind of do this. We just have to hope no one dies. That's the big thing in all of this. And then there's still the scenario in the adventure mode to go over as well. And the boss battle. Let's see, Imperial Soldier. Group of bandits organizing a coup in the market district. Okay. Burning businesses. Starting with, of course, Jade's shop, I guess. There's Lee. The best dumpling restaurant in the world. Okay, so I'm going to lead with this to go into the dreary state to get the damage resistance. I'm then going to... It's a 3-stage battle, so let's do this. Whoa, that didn't do that much.
Ouch! Over here!
Okay, let's try the advanced skill here. So there we go, chi blocked.
Finally, something to do.
Chi blocked state. So yeah. And then here we have... I'll just do a combo here.
Finally.
Okay, that barely did any damage because of the chi blocking. And... Okay, so he should die
Real tough.
from the burn damage.
Leave me alone.
I'm gonna go after the defense character
It's
over
so
here.
colorful, it's making me nauseous. Pathetic.
Okay, I hit the front line with the advanced.
That was disappointing.
It's like we're dancing together.
Oh! For the Fire Lord!
I guess I'll just do a normal attack.
Big mistake.
Okay, we do this, but we have charge, so this should, yeah. Do this, well, that'll take out someone else.
Please tell me you're here to kill me.
Ouch!
Silence.
Then we should be able to use the special in this final round here. Okay, I'll actually just do this. I'll do this. Azula's up next. And then I'll use the special. Oh. Didn't complete it in 12 turns. But I suppose like three starring this kind of middle of the ground one isn't super important. Yeah, if I used a special first time around, it still wouldn't have like won it for me. But
That was disappointing.
Why you?
I'm sorry. What?
For the Fire Nation!
okay, we'll do this.
Big mistake. Ugh, disgusting.
Okay. Onion and banana juice reference. May likes that dumpling place. Okay.
I thought this would be more exciting. Oh well. Victory is boring.
Okay, so there's a 2-star thunder, but that doesn't matter too much. There's 5 boss material. And we'll go on to what's next. I wonder do we still have story stuff? Okay, so it remains as story stuff here. That's interesting. I wonder will the stage 5 be story as well? Yeah, I guess this is probably fine. Uh, hmm. Yeah, because it's mainly the 5-star one that I kind of really want to like three-star eventually, so you can use skip tickets on it to get the materials faster. Okay, give me names where I'll burn this place to the ground. You're gonna make this situation worse. Interesting. The grit of the Earth Kingdom.
Leave me alone.
Okay, 3 battles. So yeah, I'll just lead off with this.
Pathetic.
I'll go with this.
Sorry, what? It's like we're dancing together.
Finally, something to do.
You're mine! Right away! Got you now!
Big
Hmm.
mistake.
Okay, so I'll just keep comboing so I can actually like maybe take out the people a little bit quicker.
I'll handle this.
Ugh, disgusting. Please tell me you're here to kill me.
Okay, so
I guess we're doing this now.
Big mistake. Ah! This'll be fun. Hi there.
Ah! For the Fire Nation! Rah!
okay. Now what will I do?
Ah!
Finally, something to do.
Hiya! Sorry, what?
Pathetic.
Ha!
Yeah, you're real tough.
Okay, so I'll just
You're so
lead with
full
the
of
special here.
Nauseous.
Yeah, it just feels like they need a little bit more kind of AoE damage. Like, it doesn't...
Hi there.
Maybe I might not be timing my like combos that well, but just feels like the damage output compared to maybe what like we need to do is maybe not as great. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like the fifth stage is going to be story based, so it's interesting. Completely different than the Zuko one, where you just played as Zuko and Iroh for the very first one, and then could just do the battles yourself after that. So, interesting. Okay, so we got 50. We got our first purple one here. Attack, attack. Speed, crit damage. Okay, and then level 5 here. Let's see what they're asking me to do. Okay, so it is level 70. I might not be using him correctly. Let's see. Regen slot, invisibility when the caster's defeated. Okay. Extra turn. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it doesn't feel like I'm using the kind of characters like incorrectly or anything like that. It's just Regen slot here. So do I want to swap this? No, I think this is what I want to do. Let's just hope it goes a little bit easier this time. One of those ones where like I'm wondering, is this actually like difficult or easy for most people to 3-star? Let's see. Name of their boss. Bring him in. Rebel boss. Okay. So we'll get the double chi block going.
Leave me alone. Hiya.
Okay. Do the Psy attack up front for the dreary state. Okay, lifesteal, and then this is removes defensive buffs, which this guy doesn't have. So I'll do this.
It's like we're dancing together. Silence.
And then I want to...
You're coming with us.
This is 4 as well. I just noticed that actually up there in the corner.
Silence.
Okay, so this should... Oh, it should probably... Oh no, it worked out. Yeah, it worked out.
No way.
Okay, I'll do this.
Ugh, disgusting. guess we're doing this now.
So I'll block the heal on the guy over here. Then
Here's a royal example.
I'll just be a bit more open with the combo attacks here, just to finish some of these battles a bit quicker.
Nope.
I'll save that, and I'll just go here.
It's like we're dancing together. Ouch!
For the Fire Lord! Got you now! For the Fire Lord! You're mine!
Finally, something to do.
Over here! It's so much fun working as a team.
Okay, so we'll move on here. And like the fight isn't difficult. It's just trying to like do it like quickly to get the bonus here. So I'll
I love your energy, everyone.
let's see, chi block right here, chi block back.
Disgusting. Let's see you dodge this.
Okay, so we got the critical hit there.
You're weak.
Over here!
Yeah, 15 turns there, and like we're not even through it there. Like I wonder what the strategy is to do it like super quickly. Like is there some
So much fun working as a team.
combo I'm missing or something?
You're coming with us.
Over here!
Like I think this would be fine if Azula's charges continued between the rounds of the battle. Because I think then we'd be getting the 5 and 7 stack abilities as we go on the whole way. Okay. Earth Kingdom. Relates to the kind of, I suppose, plan at the end, I suppose, to a certain degree. I like that they're immediately kind of putting in the little moments of doubt already between like her and the rest of the team. That's kind of interesting.
I love your energy, everyone.
Yay, teamwork. You're weak.
Oh yeah? Hi there!
You're coming with us. Let's get them!
Attack!
Here's a royal example.
Okay, so you do that. Combo. You've failed. Such a comedic turn for this thing of just like she gets so frustrated she's apparently collapsed. It actually happened. But yeah, okay, bigger resistance. it's interesting. Like, this is kind of like part of it. You could say it's probably a little early, maybe, for this exact style of characterization. That, like, this is before we actually have, like, the episode Return to Omashu. That I think that's the idea, that this is meant to be like a prequel to, like, the kind of proper introduction episode for them in a way. This may be happening during, like, a kind of new scenario a little bit later on into the series is interesting. But you know, it's still interesting characterization overall.
Hooray, victory.
Yeah, 2 stars, and I don't know how many turns overall that was, but, like, you have to do it in 15 turns, and I felt like that was like 20, a little bit over 20 turns. So a lot going on there. So I'm very interested to see what people's strategy is to actually 3-star that, because I do not want to have to do that fight a ton of times. I don't have to do any of these fights a ton of times just to get the material for the shop. Let me show it off here. This. So you can see there, I have 15 of it, and to get this really good relic, you need to get 406 times, and that's assuming you don't buy anything else, basically. So I really feel like you need to get that one down in the right amount of time. But let's see what we have here. A bunch of these seem to have triggered. So yeah, lots of these should go down. So yeah, we'll get a decent amount from just doing all this stuff. There's the Tsungi horn. Okay, some Peace Chaos tickets there. Yeah, nothing else. So yeah, that just leaves me at, like, yeah, 3 Peace Chaos tickets, which I'm not going to use right now.